going on YouTube? It's Daniel with Strong Arm Pressure Cleaning here. Last job of the long day. It took us a while to find this place because it is backwoods and our GPS took us to a wrong location. Anyway, I'm going to show you how we pressure wash decks today, the correct way to clean wood. Real quick, I'll show you the deck. Here is the deck. The deck is only 3 years old, but it's under a lot of trees 24/7. So you can see kind of green it gets, kind of black on the wood. This is untreated wood, by meaning unstained wood, which is what we want whenever we use the chemical we use today. So real quick, I'll go show you what it is. I just stepped on this and I thought I stepped in dog shit, but it looks like it's a toy shit. So, funny. Unless you're living under a rock, you've probably seen this stuff if you are involved in the pressure washing world. This stuff is Wood Wizard, made by Southeast Soft Wash. The correct term of it is sodium metasilicate, which you may have heard. You want to use sodium metasilicate or sodium hydroxide or oxalic acid. All are good, but we prefer this stuff because it comes pre-made. It smells good, and in my past experience using it, which is vast, it works very, very well. You can see it's nice and soapy. It's biodegradable, so you don't have to worry about it killing any plants. It's already pre-mixed for how we apply it. And how we apply it is we use an X-Jet tip. If you don't have an X-Jet tip, you need one immediately. It's best to post-treat concrete with, to a degree, unless you need to use 6%. It's just one of these tips, and you just stick a 3/8 tube on there and dump it down in your bucket or your pail like we have, and you just apply it, and I'll show you our process of cleaning now. Okay, before we start, always pre-wet the vinyl siding, if it is vinyl. If it's not vinyl, you don't have to worry about it. Pre-wet the vinyl siding before you apply this stuff, at least if you're using as strong a mix as we are, because it's never happened to us, but we can hear that it can leave streaks on vinyl. This is just if you use sodium metasilicate in general. You can leave streaks on vinyl, but as long as you pre-wet and just don't let it sit there and bake, you'll be all right. Just don't be irresponsible when you're using it. We simply have a dipstick set up with a 3/8 line connected to our X-Jet and start pulling. You see how much surfactant Wood Wizard has in it. It works very well, and after you apply it, you let it sit for 15 minutes. And you don't always have to X-Jet. If it's a minor case, you can downstream. But we just like the X-Jet to, same way we approach roofs. We just nuke everything, makes it a quicker job. But after you apply it, you let it sit for 15 minutes, and I'll show you how we rinse. Okay folks, we just applied and now we're going to let it sit for 10 to 15 minutes. If you call yourself a professional, and if you own a business, you should be a professional, this is the only way to go when it comes to cleaning wood. I know some people that just use SH and they downstream wood. It's not hateable, but I don't recommend doing it. If you let it sit too long, the wood will start to fur, and it's just not the correct way of cleaning wood. If you use too hot of a mixture, you ruin the pH of the wood. So when it comes to staining decks, like we're going to stain this deck for this customer when we're done, it makes it a big pain in the ass and it don't work too well. This is the way to go when cleaning wood, and I'll show you the results when we're done. Okay, it's been about 15 minutes. We just have on the regular X-Jet tip without a tube. This is plenty of pressure it produces for doing the deck now. Let's see how it cleans. You can't get much better results than that from any cleaner on the market. Take a look at the difference between before and after. That is as good as it gets, folks. All right, now let's do the deck. All done with the deck, folks. This deck is perfectly prepped to be stained, and you just know the customer's gonna be pleased.